Charter Communications, we want to recognize the proud heroes of the 2012 Tuscaloosa Regional Air Show, Charter Communications and Velocity.
Hopefully the weather holds for 2 more hours. It's supposed to get cloudier and rainy this afternoon.
Get your cameras ready on the takeoff roll. It's Chris Avery and the Commemorative Air Force FG-1D Corsair. Introduced in 1939, the Corsair was amazingly cold technology. When it made its debut, it was the fastest combat aircraft in the world. Its most distinctive feature is the Corsair's inverted gull wings, necessary to provide propeller ground clearance without an excessively lengthy and fragile landing gear. It was the first aircraft to utilize the Pratt & Whitney R20 engine. Its personal decorations include the Marine Corps Combat Actions Ribbon, the Army Combat Infantry Badge, and the Bronze Star Medal. Chris is also an experienced demonstration pilot with over 25,000 flight hours, including 4,000 in the high-performance aerobatic aircraft. And watch this as Chris takes the Corsair right here at Show Center in a nice 4-point roll. Nice EC80 run roll. Watch now as Chris brings the FG-1D back around, this time from your left to right. A nice series of aileron rolls, showing you how quickly this aircraft can roll. Again, in its time in its heyday, the FG-1D Corsair had the fastest roll rate of any fighter aircraft. The F4U has the highest roll rate again of any World War II piston engine aircraft. Chris is repositioning now for what is commonly called a duster turnaround as he brings the aircraft back around to demonstrate a nice 4-point roll. He's got to stop the Corsair precisely at each 90-degree point while maintaining a flight path alignment. Chris is now going to position his aircraft for his signature maneuver. On his next pass, Chris will form the super slow roll, the most difficult maneuver of the entire flight. Chris must smoothly and precisely manipulate aileron, rudder, and elevator to accomplish this demanding yet beautiful and graceful maneuver. From your left, Chris Avery, and the super slow roll. To Show Center, he will demonstrate how the F4U, when properly flown by a well-trained pilot, can sustain a turn radius of only 800 feet, giving the Corsair the ability to outmaneuver any contemporary adversary. From your right, Chris Avery and the Falcon turn. Chris is now straining against 7 times the force of gravity, making his weight for today's demonstration over 1,300 pounds. As Chris repositions the F4U, he will configure for his next maneuver the inverted pass. As Chris approaches Show Center, he will roll the Corsair inverted and hold it in that position as long as the engine lubrication can be obtained. need to be lightning quick with your cameras because as Chris approaches show center, he'll be traveling at close to the Corsair's top speed of 472 miles per hour. Chris is using the 270-90 turnaround to position the F4U in the oblique for his next maneuver, that classic photo pass. Get your cameras ready. Here he comes from your right, Chris Avery and the Commemorative Air Force's FG-1D Corsair and the photo pass. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed today's demonstration of the finest fighter aircraft of the Second World War. The CAF F4U Corsair Flight Demonstration Team is dedicated to reminding all Americans of the great bravery and sacrifice made by young men and women flying these aircraft in the defense of our great nation and our freedom. It was a privilege to perform before you today. If you have any questions about the CAF or the Corsair, we encourage you to ask Chris Avery or any member of their team.
Take that away from campus, it becomes 10th, or it becomes 10th Avenue. You take that, like, you're going towards the theater, and then you take a left on 31st, kind of down there, like, about 2 miles down.
Nice look at that classic aircraft from World War II. Again, the Corsair, pressed into service also in the Korean War. The aircraft, again, having the distinction of the longest production piston engine fighter of all time. Corsair is being manufactured for 12 years before production finally came to an end. In just a few moments, the United States Army Golden Knights will be taking back into the skies over Tuscaloosa for their second performance of the day. Still to come, Matt Yonkin flying the Beach-18 from Springdale, Arkansas. Matt comes to us flying the Beach-18 that, again, was never designed to do aerobatics. It was designed for cargo transport and utility purposes. But what you're going to see today, they never really thought of doing before. And Matt will perform in the Beach-18. Jane Wicker, wing walking extraordinaire on top of the wings of the PT-17 Aurora. Doing things you'll not see any other wing walker do anywhere in the United States, but right here in Tuscaloosa this weekend. Rob Holland is going to rock the skies in his MX-2. And, of course, still to come, the United States Navy Blue Angels here at the 2012 Tuscaloosa Air Show. Once again, we want to remind everyone in the static display area, there's absolutely no smoking around any aircraft whatsoever. Absolutely no smoking around any aircraft in the static display area. And again, we want to appreciate everybody that's taken a few extra steps to find that nearest trash can. When you get yourself something to eat or drink today, we appreciate you taking that extra effort to find the nearest trash can close to you. The airport was nice and clean when you got here today. Let's keep it that way. Big round of applause for Chris Avery. Give him a wave as he comes by your way.